Yo yo. Ooh. Yo yo. Ooh. Yo yo. Right. So gonna go through with funding pips. 100k account. Haven't made any trades yet. Let's see if we can pass a proprietary trading firm. I'm gonna go straight in here and say that I actually prefer look for sell. We're just gonna have a look, see what we can do. Be nice to get a little buffer. I mean, £100 not going to be a nice buffer, but I think I might have to up the lot size. One thing I'm noticing straight off the bat is the spreads. I did have a 50k account with funding pips. I just pretty much got just to see how the layout is before obviously I went and got a big account. And I used CTrader, and just straight off the get-go, it looks like the CTrader's spreads are tighter than what's being offered here at FTMO. It's something that I think a lot of proprietary trading firms fall short on nowadays. They don't actually describe or show what the spreads are dependent on the platforms they're using, because they claim they use the liquidity providers, but then from my experience here, like the difference between the spreads on their normal main account of like CTrader to then so-called FTMO, it's quite large. In comparison. So yeah, I feel like they should probably start putting on a little bit more there, saying like this is what you could expect from like spreads on these sort of instruments, and then move to it, like, do you know what I mean? So you can sort of like really visually go across the things that matter, that's fundamental to your trading, and go off of what provides better executions for yourself. I went FTMO because I genuinely not FTMO. I went TradingView honestly because I mean, who doesn't know and has used TradingView? Like TradingView is just so obvious. Such a good one to go for, and I thought that it would allow me to use, like custom indicators and stuff, but they don't. It just lets you use the set indicators, which are inside of TradingView, which everyone knows is not what TradingView is known for. It's known for the user amount and being able to go on there. I mean, normally on here you have the on TradingView you have the SL and the TP right next to it, and you just drag them straight across. You have like multiple different things. You don't have this window execution, which is naff in comparison. I don't really like it when companies do things like this. They say like, "Oh, we offer this," and then it turns out they don't offer that. They actually offer something different. I mean, I'm kind of getting my hand at uh, scalping, but I feel like the spreads are going to kind of fuck me up a little bit because they are a lot larger. I was hoping that they were going to be sort of like C traders spreads where they're pretty much non-existent. I think on C trader like their average is 0.8 to zero point 0.5. Yeah, whereas I don't. This isn't quite that. We'll see. Gonna probably aim to trade until I don't know 6. It's about 6ish. Just holding, waiting for a bit of a runner. Be nice. We get some volume kicking. See if we can see it. Drag somewhere. Continuate with the original momentum that started this move. We'll see. We'll see. The other thing I've just realised I don't like is that they talk its size being lot size is not displayed in contracts. I'd like to have gone on 27 contracts, but there we are. They do those in lots, so I've just sort of estimated. It's a nice flush. Just trying to see if it'll flush, you know. Everything in me kind of wants to just take this off the table. At the moment, I don't feel like I feel it's going to push back up. Just take that 400 off the top. You know, just have a £400 buffer, which is a bit shit, to be honest. I was hoping to have. I think I'm you know, leveraged in wrong. I need to be more. I was hoping to have this at sort of like, you know, 800-900 quid. But yeah, I mean, what can you really do? Like I say, I feel like it's going to flush. So, could be getting out with nada. So we're out. Only 134 quid, so literally nothing. Baby money. We'll wait. See what the market wants to do. Just push a little bit. I don't want to go crazy, but a little bit more. On how much we're risking. Just to see. At the moment, I'm obviously more inclined for buys, but we'll see. We'll see what turns out of it. Not a lot of volume. Not a lot of volume. Clean price movement, but yeah, just not a lot of volume going on. For getting this long, which I probably will, we'll probably see that buffer get immediately eaten. It's always big bull bars like this that end up losing, I'd imagine. So we'll see. I'd imagine there's a lot of people wanting to get on these buys, which also means a lot of people that are in sales want to close their positions and also get into buys, which is going to surely have some form of pullback. So, I mean, we'll see, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, just as I was talking about no volume, market decides to rip. It's a good thing I got out. I think I'm going to go in for a buy. Obviously, that's the issue with spreads. I know what everyone's thinking. Buying very high. They say I'm no professional, so we'll just see how it all plans out. To be honest. I don't like that every now and then by oh, it's because I don't have the trading set for it. I can't see my bid and ask. Unless I'm being stupid. I don't see it. Okay, so it's not like they say, like it's like TradingView. It's not really. It's like a gimmicky version of their own. They just pretty much use a TradingView plug in, and then just say, oh, it's TradingView. I don't really feel like it is. There's a lot of things on here missing that should be on there. I'm just going to turn that down just a little bit. At least we're seeing more volume. Big old flush then. I say I'm in no way, shape or form a professional, like any way, shape or form. That's why the tag is let's see if I can pass, not let's pass. You know, I don't know what I'm doing if it's right or wrong. We're just sort of going. You know, there's a lot of people out there that seem to be making money on it. Let's just see. So I'm just sort of buying and selling when I feels right. When it looks right, my gut tells me it's right. I'm one of those weird people. I'd rather always get in something if my gut feels right. You know, if I feel my gut thinks it's a right thing to do, and then it goes wrong, at least I can always say I trusted my gut. Whereas, like, if I do it because, you know, everything that all these gurus says is right, but yet I don't trust it in my gut, and then it goes wrong, I'm going to be like, I fucking knew it, you know. And if it goes right, I'll be like, oh, okay, but I'm not really going to have this confidence behind me. So yeah, we kind of just played it out, really. Just rookie trader. I think the only thing I have done, which maybe others do, but maybe some don't, is I did just a minute ago. Just look over on TradingView, obviously on my other one, just to see sort of if price is reflecting, to make sure that obviously Fund and Pips are using real-time data, and it seems that they are. Obviously I paid for the real-time data package, I have done when I was just sort of playing around for the last week, 2 weeks, just having a look. So we'll see. So everything in me right now wants to close this out for £600 profit, or $600. But my gut's telling me just let it ride, let it play, see if it wants to go up anymore. That stingy little part of me that doesn't want to be wrong is wanting me to pull out, and just grab all the money that I can. But then, how are you going to get big wins? I mean, we probably won't get big wins. We probably watch a lot of big winners turn into losses. I mean, like I say, I'm not a professional. So if you are ever watching this, or in the future watching them, like I say, I'm going to live stream every single day after work, because I work at the moment. So after work, just to see if we can pass one, if we can get any money out. If we can't, we can't. But like I say, so if you are watching this now or in the future or whatever, then be aware and be advised, do not copy me, because I am a Dinlo. I'm no one that has been in this game, years and years and years. I'm not a professional. I haven't got a Lambo. So yeah, don't think, oh yeah, this guy made some money at the moment, I might as well copy his nets, because I don't know what I'm doing, essentially. At the moment, my thoughts with this is it looks nice. We've got that same sort of setup that we had earlier, where it sold off, we hit this sort of low, big sell, looked good. So took the sell, hoping that it will continue. It pretty much did continue the same distance, and then stopped on a dime and come back. And then same thing again, we got this big push up. We come up to like these areas here. It just looked nice, big, really big bar. So went into buy, and hopefully it continues up. I'd like to see something like that, where we got in on this bar, for example, and we run up, or like even down here or here, big bar, and we got in and then watch it run. I mean, we see like yesterday, like here, if I, there's a lot of room. That same sort of setup happened today. Obviously, yesterday had a lot more volume in it. But if I'd got onto that big sell there, which is what kind of convinced me first, we could have closed the double the sort of profit, and the same on the way back up if we got in on this big buy bar here. So I'm just hoping, really, like, there's another big buy bar there. Price continues higher. Another big buy bar there that goes higher. Let's say I ain't no professional, so. I'm still going to let it breathe. I feel like I've got a nice little bit of cushion. I've only got £130 in the actual account. It's a cushion. Like I mean, we've got like what, £5,000 worth of drawdown today, so we might as well utilise it if we can. I mean, we're up £500 on this position, so we've got a little bit of cushion to our entry. So why not let it breathe? See if it wants to go any higher. Might not. It might do. You watch it just thump down. I'd like to see it thump up, but yeah, you watch. We'll see. I'd like to see it, like you say, just thump up, but what's crazy to me is that this trade right now, I mean, it'd be lovely if we can get funded and get this in the future sort of like returns, because at the moment this is like my weekly wage, you know? It's just done it in like 15 minutes. I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? I mean, that's why everyone kind of gets involved in this. No doubt I'll probably get humbled and I'll have to, you know, look into how it actually works and how people actually make money, but why not just try your hand at it? I mean, the account with Funding Pips, I went with them because it's only £400. So I thought, you know, £400 for a 100 grand account, if I can even get, you know, £1,000 out of it, if I can even pass. It'd be one, a really cool achievement to pass. Two, it'd be really, really cool if then I've got like £1,000 out. I've like 2x and a bit, 2.5x my money. It'd be really, really smart to do. Even better, obviously, if you somehow got like 4,000. I mean, that's 10x in my money. So, I mean, it might not ever come to anything. It's just cool. It'd be nice to have a little bit of extra money kicking around. So we'll just see how a normal person, if given, you know, the time, things. The good thing is that I always keep on seeing is that people talk about psychology in trading, whereas my psychology's always been pretty good in the form of like laid back. I don't know, obviously, if you're watching this now or watching in the future, but like life's fucking stressful for a normal person. You know, like all these people going, oh yeah, life's stressful, but they're earning like 100,000 a year. You know, like that. You ain't got fucking stress, man. But like life's stressful for a normal, like blue collar construction worker or something like that. Like life is difficult. I mean, I'm in my like just coming well now mid to late 20s. Like life isn't easy. You know, it's a difficult thing to process. So I've always had this sort of, you know, fuck it mentality where it's always been like it is what it is. You know, you can't control everything, so let's just have fun with it. You know, if you keep on trying to think you can control everything, and I mean, when I first started, like in my life, like you try something new, you put a lot of energy into it, and then it fails, and you think that's okay because you're young, you're fresh. Let's do it again, and you do something else, and it fails, and you do something else, and it fails, and it do something else, and it fails, and over the years, the failure, the feeling of constantly failing or doing things that don't work out exactly how you planned, it whittles you and whittles you and whittles you. And at one point, like you gotta break and say either fuck it, I don't care anymore. Like I'm just gonna do whatever, and I'm expecting to lose, um, or you've got the fuck it mentality of like fuck it, I'm not even gonna try anymore. Um, you know, and I've always been that sort of kind where it's like, well, I don't really want to not try anymore. You know, like you never know. Um, so why not just go fuck it and have fun with it and see what we did. So that's what we did. Today's only 400 quid for the account, but we earned £400 for this account. We're trading it today. Bought it yesterday, last night. I say it'd be cool to get a bit of money out. If not, I'll probably sound very naive to a lot of people. Probably people thinking, holy shit, already today. By the looks of it, like how lucky can a person get? It looks like this one might be a winner. It might not. I mean, one big bull bar could take us all the way down, but it could be a winner. You know, and I think as people see like, wow, he's just 1,000. If I was to close now, I think like I know he's already at 1%. He ain't even got a clue what he's doing. It's pure luck. Well, you know, sometimes people get lucky. I mean, everyone enters the lottery. You know, no one goes like, fuck me. If you spent 10, £15 a week or a month on scratch cards, that all of a sudden like, wow, man, he's a fucking idiot. People think, well, I don't know, maybe one time he comes in. You know, I think you got to gamble a little bit with life. Personally, I mean, I'm just rambling about shit now. I think I'll mute the mic. Let's just see how this plans out, really. Look, already here. I'm come back already, but I've got the same sort of feeling I had when we were here. Like I should close, get out. You know, at like nearly £1,000. Especially when I saw that £1,000. I suppose that's probably what people go on about when it comes to psychology. You know, is that like there's numbers that are hurdles for you, but right here, I thought about getting out, and now we pushed another couple of £100 up, yeah, upwards, from there. So it might come all the way down now, but like I say, I've got a cushion, only $134 cushion, but I've got a cushion as well in this trade to my entry. So I mean, worst case scenario, if we do lose on this trade, we don't lose a lot. You know, we might just lose that buffer. I mean, we could lose more than that, but it'll only be maybe a couple of £100. It's getting quite heavy by the looks of it now. We'll see. I'm going to keep on holding just for a little bit anyway. We're up to that sort of £1,000 on the day sort of moment. Again, I've got to stop saying that because everything in me is like, oh, fucking hell. But I've got to remember that if this is on a funded account and I was actually funded, like this is a master, I probably would have taken it, you know, and just closed out and just said, like, well, that's like just under 2 weeks worth of money for me. You know, to like sort of take like 1,300 every 2 weeks. So that'd be nice. I'd be like, okay, well, that's really smart. Just did that in a day. But then I've got to remind myself as well, like I'm doing now, kind of thing, is that this isn't a live account. This is just a little fake account, pretty much like you're betting, I suppose, is how I look at it. Is like, you know, if you go to a casino and they said to you, like, you know, you can either put 400 in and play with 400, and everything that you win, you keep. But if you lose, obviously you lose it. Or you can give us 100, or give us 400, and we'll give you 10 grand. And the first 10,000, if you make 10,000, you don't get to keep any of it. But if you make any more, you can. You know, you get to keep that money. Because if you did that, I'd go to the casino a lot more. You know, I'd be like, okay, so that means then I can. I mean, it seems like all of a sudden then it's like, well, we're going to give them X amount, and I could potentially earn, like, you know, if I go really big and ballsy on the roulette table, I could potentially then walk away with a couple of grand. That's sort of my idea that I see about prop firms. I mean, I might be completely off the mark there, but so I'm looking at is that right now I'm playing with the casino's money. You know, this isn't my money yet. I might not even make anything. I'm just trying. But yeah, I think if I did have a main account right now, I'd probably end up just taking some profit. Maybe that's the difference right now that I'm feeling compared to everything that I see on trading, which is psychology, is that for me, I'm not trading real money, so I don't really have that worry, that psychology that's like, oh, should I pull out, should I not, and cutting short the trades short. But maybe that's the case. I mean, we'll see. Like I say, I hope to be able to pass it. I mean, according to how the world and Reddit and that lot speaks on it, it doesn't sound like I'm going to. I don't use any of their systems or really take on any of their advice. I mean, I haven't even got stop loss on any of these trades. I don't really listen to what they have to say. So maybe they say it for a reason. You know, I'm going to get like burnt. But I mean, like I say, my investment's small, only like £400, so I'm not really too much. But it would be cool to be able to pass it and get a little bit of money out. Who knows? One day this could actually turn into something where, you know, I earn a living off of this instead of normally working. I have loads of different accounts and I pass them constantly, and I mean that's the pipe dream, isn't it? That's the dream that we all strive for. See, I don't like this, how it's acting up here. I'm not a fan of that. It makes me a little bit worried, that area there. It does feel like we're just kind of hitting the top constantly. I say, my gut's still telling me to hold it and just let it play, but my logical side of my brain is saying, like, just take the money out now. Because this does look like, you know, it's going down pretty strong. Just gonna let it breathe still, but just a little touch on. Pretty much just thought about it once we got run down. So obviously playing charts. I heard naked charts are a better way, and all the little lines and different things confuse me. So this just feels 10 times easier to look at. And we're on the 3 minute because I like scalping. I did a little bit of scalping on a TradingView demo, like the paper account for the last like week or two, and I like that initial. I think there's a little part of me that's ADHD. I like that initial like I can get in, I can touch it and get out. But the 1 minute's way too fast for me. I'd need a bit of bag or something to be able to keep up with the 1 minute chart. And 5 minutes just feels too slow for me. So yeah, I thought why don't we go somewhere in the middle and go 3. So that's why we're on a 3 minute chart. We've got no indicators, no nothing. Yeah, that's what it really is. I mean, as I said earlier, not professional. I'm just a working class guy that's literally still has a job as a regional trader at this sort of times because I got home from work early. Averagely, I'll probably be home 4 o'clock, so this sort of time we'll be trading this account to see if we make or break, see if we can pass it. Haven't got that much history in this game. Yeah, I mean, not much more to say, so just sort of seeing what we can do with it. So if you see things that you're like, wow, that was ridiculous, you shouldn't do that, leave me a comment maybe or say something, see if I can then apply what you're talking about and go. Some more of the seasoned vets out there. Because obviously right now I trade with like no stop loss. I just feel 10 times better with no stop loss. I went on the replay bar on last week on TradingView, and every time I put bloody stop loss on there, I got hit like nearly every single time just to watch price go the way I wanted it to go. And every time I got on like the back and used all these different strategies, like EMA cross and MACD and things like that, all these like strategies which are a little bit confusing. Every time I would utilise one of those, I just would lose as well, and I was like, oh, I don't know about this. Whereas every time then I just went off my gut and just traded the back, the replay bar, and just entered when I wanted to enter and closed when I wanted to close. I realised that I made money, so I thought, well, okay, let's do it. We did pretty much a couple of days last week. Spent about a couple of hours in total, just sort of each day, sort of having a little play a bit, hour here, hour there. And realised, like, okay, well, seems easy enough. So obviously I'm not going to put like £5,000 in an account. I mean, Jesus. So I thought 400 quid for the month or whatever. That's only £100 a week. I'm okay with that. And then these firms obviously allow you then to trade larger amounts of money. And if you pass all their little requirements, you can get some money out. So, but yeah, just before I start rambling, that's pretty much it. I was just wanting to give you a little rundown of pretty much what I'm looking at. What my setup is. That's just this. I mean, looks like we're sort of stalling out here. Doesn't look good. My gut's still saying hold it. Personally, my gut's saying we could probably see this come down and then turn back high and go up more. But my logical side of my brain saying this looks like it goes down from here. See how the market's sort of touching up here. It doesn't look good. But I'm going to go with my gut. Like I say, I got both entries off my gut. My gut, obviously on that one, told me to get out back down here, and immediately after what followed was like, well, okay, it's a good thing I decided to trust my gut and just get out there. So I'm hoping that I can do the same here. Hover over that closed position just in case. In case that gut decides to turn real quick. But yeah. So obviously no target, not going anywhere. There's no take profit or anything like that. I wouldn't know where to put the take profit to be honest. I don't even know if there's anything even above this to even put take profit to. Yeah, sort of up there, which is pretty much where we're at. But nah, don't want to do that and then potentially go higher than that. So we're just gonna hold it. But it's done what I was sort of my logical brain was thinking. It was going to fall down, and I'm hoping then that we'll go back up. If we will, or if we won't, is a different thing altogether. No doubt there's probably people out there, if they would have seen this, would be punching their monitor through, thinking, what is this idiot up to? No stop loss, no take profit, no target, no indicators. Guy just goes off of his gut. Does he want to lose and blow an account? Well, I don't really. I'm expecting to be honest with you, but not no professional boy. In my line of work, being in construction, the worst thing out of all of them is to be someone that you ain't, but you're pretending to be them. So if you're out there and you're thinking like, oh, you should be doing this, but you aren't pulling money out every single month, then you're kind of a douchebag. If you are, then, well, I'm just a muppet. But if you're not out there pulling bags and bags and bags out, but then want to tell me that, you should be doing this and you should be doing that. Meanwhile, you're also struggling to make money. Like I say, I'm essentially gambling. Well, I am, because there's no strategy at play here. There's no essentially about it, I just straight up am. Oh, called that alright though. Like I said, the gut, you can't go wrong with the gut, guys. I thought it was going to push down a little bit below the here and then hopefully go up, and that's what we're doing, so you can't go wrong with the gut. Let's say if this was to go against me now, I'm not too fussed, because for me, it's my gut. Like I say, if you would have a gut feel about anything in life, and you follow it, and you're right, it feels right. And if you follow it and you are wrong, you always have that sort of that feeling to fall back on, that comforting feeling of like, well, I trusted my gut. I thought it was the right thing to do, so I did it, rather than anything else. So all the way through life, really, I've trusted my gut, and it hasn't done well for me, but it hasn't done bad. I mean, I'm alive. Which, when I was growing up and the things we got up to, is surprising. Someone's definitely looking out for me out there. I'm not one of those that's got, my gut makes me a colossal amount of money, or gets me to really good positions, or gets me the right women or experiences, but it does enough to keep me satisfied. But I wonder how many people out there actually trade with just their gut. I'd imagine it's probably got to be quite a lot. I mean, how many of them successfully trade with their gut, though? I suppose that's the bigger question. Go on, Pashire. Oh yeah, a little bit higher. Keep on going. I say so far I'm happy that I've let it breathe. Feels like that side of things I've done right. When you say I've done right, I mean, to me, it's just gambling. I mean, yeah, there's people out there that have edge. So fair enough, and no disrespect to those, but I mean, for the vast majority, I do just view it as gambling. So I mean, you won't win on a craps table and say, right, I did this right, I did this right, and start building a portfolio on it and say, right, so if I do this next time, and when a six come in, I did this. Maybe some people do, but I mean, that starts getting hard then to tell if it's genuinely good for you or if it's, like a problem. And how do you confront a problem then? Imagine that's what probably a lot of traders are sort of got gambling issues with it, but they don't want to accept that they are gambling, which is where the issue comes from. Because they've been told all this time that it's not. Whereas for me, it is. I mean, I don't run a hedge fund, and guys obviously get paid what they get paid for a reason. I'm just a guy that works a construction job and got home early and thought, fuck it, why not? See if we can pass a prop firm challenge and see if we can get any mullah. Dollar bills, yo. I'm still just going to let it breathe. My gut isn't saying anything to me at the moment. does seem like all of the, what's the word? Like the momentum, like the volume, that's the one, has sort of gone. We had like this little bit here that had like a little piece of volume, and this bit that had a lovely bit of volume, and then it seems like we've sort of just gone into like sort of this area that we had, which is like 8 in the morning. Wait, that ain't right. So it's 11:18. I'll tell you why that is. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, about 1 o'clock. Like sort of this horribleness. I much prefer the look at this. This up here just does not look nice. Just put it back on the exchange, why not? But yeah, it does seem like a lot of the volume has just sort of disappeared. There's not really a lot going on up here now. It's a bit slow. Which isn't too bad. Like I say, I was looking at trade today until like 5:30, 6 o'clock. I'm gonna play some games and play a bit of Counter-Strike 2, which is abysmal compared to CS:GO. Can't believe how they did my baby. CS:GO, mate, the dream. Nostalgia, even thinking about it was brilliant. Love that game. CS2 now is just it's terrible in consideration, like in in comparison. But yeah, so I do want to get on a bit of gaming tonight. Might go have a little smoke and play some games. I'll probably be like 6, half 6, 7. So I'll probably keep on trading, depending on how this sort of plays out, you know. We might keep on trading till half 5, 6. If it gets a bit slow or we hit some good trades, someone might go till half 6. But we'll see. Depends on if the Discord's full as well, to be fair. If all the lads are on, then I'll probably be off at 6. None of them are on, it's quiet. I might just take a little break, watch a bit of TV, and then come back and maybe trade 7 till 8. And 7 till half 8, and then call it. But how long have we been trading now? Hour and 20 minutes? Something like that. Yeah, all the volume does look like it's just been sucked out all of a sudden up the top here. You know, we sort of had this lovely big push down, this lovely big push up, and now we're just kind of sitting around like this sort of play style, or more like this, which was 6 in the morning. Well, it wasn't obviously because I've got the time change different. Like 10, 11 in the morning. Nice bit to start the day off by the looks of it. We had a lovely like move and a big push up, and then we sort of hit this stagnant roll upwards, which is looks like we're in now. What would be nice is to see like this like thing happen again, where this price sort of goes below here, and then we get a big push back up. Be gorgeous if we had a big push like that. Come like down to about here, and then we have a big push back up. Be really nice. I mean, I don't really like how slow it is now at the top up here. I feel like I've kind of squeezed everything into it. I mean, my gut isn't telling me that I have. My gut's telling me just stick it out. You never know. My logical side saying we squeezed all the juice that this has left, then we should probably get out and just wait until we sort of see, the market, like the candles move how we did here near this like V shape. My gut is turning. That's for sure. Let's see if we can get a little crawl back up or not. I think my gut turned more over the size of the bar rather than like how far it actually drifted. So it's come back down to earlier where I wanted to kill it. I wanted to kill it down here. You know, in my logical side, my gut told me to hold, and we saw this lovely push back up. But that was all the way down here. So it's not as far, you know. If like 20 minutes ago, down here, my gut was saying that hold. It seems silly now to take it off now, you know. I'm just gonna wait until my gut really thinks it's the right time to get out. I'm going to try not to think too much about it as well. So obviously on the replay bar on Trading View, I never really thought about it, you know, because the bars are so fast. And you never see this part either, where the market's moving in the bar replay either. It's just bump, 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 bump. So I'm going to stick to my gut. Yeah, I mean, this is making my gut tell me that I should be out. Hmm. I'll see how this bar goes. We'll see how this candle goes. Like I say, I'm not a professional. I'm just some Dinlo. It's bought an FTMO. FTMO. It's because it's one that I was looking at. It's bought a fund in Pip's account, so I don't know if I should be out now or not. But my gut's telling me I should. But my gut's also saying just wait for the end of this candle. No matter how much it pushes, it's just wait. You never know. We could pull all the way back up. You know, that candle did the same. I see it come all the way down. I would have thought, oh, hang on, and then it'd turn around. That candle did the same and turn around. So I'd rather trust my gut. My gut's telling me just wait, rather than just my logical brain that told me to take it off, you know, up here, which would have made me a lot more money. But I say I'm happy with whatever I can get, to be honest with you. I mean, about half the position's gone, so let's just wait for this candle. We're off, what, 40 seconds, so we'll just wait, see how I feel. You know what I am? I'm thinking about. I think I probably will end up killing this, you know. Yeah, I'll go out. I don't want to. You're watching, I'll pull all the way back up. I mean, so far it's not too bad. Let's just show you that it is on the Thunderpip account. Oh, it doesn't want to show anything. Well, you can see it there anyway. Oh, it's because it hasn't updated. You can see there 664.17. Oh no, it's going on off equity. Okay, well, we'll see what we're at. I mean, that's typical, isn't it? I mean, I'm happy anyway. My gut told me to get out there. You could have just kept on falling like how we saw here. Could have had this sort of area where we pushed up and we thought, oh, this feels nice, and then it just keep on sinking. You know, the same as what we had here when we closed that sell. Hindsight, if that went down, we would have thought, okay, well, we could have blown up. If my gut told me to get out there, I got out, and then we saw a big push up. And it always means as well, if I was to get back in here or up here, I've only actually missed out, you know, on that sort of bit of the trade. Because if it continues up, I've only missed out on this little candle's worth. Let's see if that wants to refresh now. Yeah, 605.31. We can see 605.31. So the same account. 100% win rate today, which is quite nice. It's a nice bit of buffer. I'm happy about this. It's only got 3 minimum trading days. That's nice. So I like that. It's giving me a little bit of buffer to play with. So we're just going to chill here and wait until, you know, I feel that we should probably get into another trade. But at the moment, I'm not really seeing anything. A sell maybe. I don't really feel it just yet, but we might. was close to pulling the trigger on a sell at one point. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty much just underneath here. I was thinking of potentially getting into a sell, but the candle moved and my gut changed. Yeah. But just under here. So I was thinking of getting into a sell, and then I sort of touched it, come back up. Now my gut's kind of changed on where I want to be. But I did originally, like I say, just 3 minutes ago, I was just getting close to pulling the trigger on that sell. But yeah, nothing really come out of it. So this sort of move right now kind of makes me feel like I'm 50-50. Kind of want to go long, kind of want to go sell. I'm just going to wait until my gut sort of just, something hooks me on the chart. Let's say the nice thing is we've got that buffer now, like a £605 buffer, so that's quite nice. Gives me a little bit more room to breathe. Not a lot. Doesn't give me a lot, given that I think we got it. Yeah, we still got to hit 8,000. So it's not a lot of buffer. A couple of thousand, 3,000-4,000 is more of a buffer. But, it's a buffer nonetheless. See, I'm angling more again towards a long. I'm not really sold on it right now, but yeah. I'm just picturing in my head, if we had a black bar down to here, would I have seen this as a good buy? If I had a white bar up to here, would I still feel this was a good buy? And if it was down here, I would have said no. If this bar was black down here, I would have said no, it wasn't a good buy. If the bar was up here to white, I would still be unsure if it was a good buy. So there's no real positive for me in this right now, in this what's going on right now with this price. So I'd much rather just sort of, just sort of leave the market to I don't want to jump into trades just willy-nilly. Like say, my gut goes all the time, the gut saying take a long right now, but it's not really my gut, it's more of an impulse, I think. And my gut's just trying to align with my impulse. Whereas I'd rather, get on there because something in me is just like, no, this is the one I want to enter on, which is why I'm holding off. But yeah, but like I say, £605 buffer is pretty good. I mean, it's not amazing because we could lose £300, $300 on a loss, no doubt, or more potentially. We could lose $800 on a trade. So the buffer isn't big. It just means that instead of being, £800 down, I'm £200 down. Which is which is all right. Mm. Yeah, I don't know about that. That really small little candle is just, it doesn't look nice for me. I think I'd like to see it go up a little bit more until I bought it. Oh, as if on cue. Hmm. Let's see how this bar closes. Oh, would have been a good buy if I got in. I think if we close sort of like around up here, I'm probably going to buy. I want to see the candle sort of close, and get in on a fresh candle. It's the longest 30 seconds ever. If it stays up here, I'm going to get in. We got him. My gut feels right. My gut just told me, like, I'm not like 100% certain. You put a gun to my head, I wouldn't know. But my gut, if we were playing Russian roulette and you put that gun to my head and you said, "What do you think's in there?" My gut's saying, no bullet at the moment, or it's saying bullet. I mean, it'd make more sense on the analogy if it was bullet. Um, Like I say, we got 5,600 as drawdown today, so I don't mind using it. I mean, I'd like to get the first day off on a plus, you know. That's what I'd like to do. But if we don't, we don't. Like I say, I'm not professional, so I've got no technical analysis. Got none of that. No indicators. None of that other stuff. So yeah, I mean, if you don't know, you can pretty easily see. Mm. Or eat a bit of chocolate. Fucking move this fucking time off a little bit. See if this wants to go anywhere. See, my logical side of my brain saying get out now. My gut isn't telling me anything, so I guess we hold. About another hour, and then I'm probably going to call it a day. So. Just thinking about it, this is probably the first actual proper bit of drawdown I've had today. The rest of the trades pretty much went straight away. What I'd like to see is a really big push up now. something like even this bar here, or this one. Obviously, everyone's dream is that one, but one of these sort of size bars would be lovely right now just to push up. It make me feel a lot more confident. Not confident, but sure that I've taken the right, the right way. So my logical side on everything is saying this is probably, if anything, a really good position to sell. My gut's saying no, hold it. You'll know if it's a sell because you'll see it push. It could still go higher, but my logical part of my brain, the part of my brain, obviously that it's built over hundreds of thousands of years to spot things to keep me out of danger, is it's telling me right now, get out. And this is not going to be a good trade. It's going to be a losing trade, but we will see. Yeah, I think if it closes sort of down here, I'm probably going to get out. It closes below this one, I'm probably going to get out. Yeah, I'm out. Well, that wasn't too bad. I mean, what did we lose there? £73. So I mean, it's obviously smaller than the two wins I had. So at least that side's good. I wasn't really feeling it when we were sort of sat around at this point here. I didn't really like the feeling of it, and my gut was like, give it time. And as soon as I saw this sort of go down, I thought, no. Given my other two trades that I've taken, they went straight down and then straight up. This one, not going straight away in my favour. I call it bratty mindset, but because it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do straight away, made me, kind of, my gut was kind of like, nah, get out, just get out. It's not worth playing with. And it was, and I'm happy I did as well, because obviously I could have got out for pretty much break even, maybe £30 or £20 profit, but we only lost £73, which sounds like a lot, but £73, when you got £5,000 worth of loss you can have today, or £10,000 overall, is nothing. £73 is really, really, really minuscule. And after this bar closes, I'm going to quickly run and make a coffee. Hopefully, nothing really, really interesting happens when I'm gone. Saying that, I know, it's making me want to get into a buy again here. It is making me want to. Let's see. See where the candle closes. If we close sort of in the middle of this bar, then I might buy. Yeah, I've bought. Yeah, I really don't like the feeling of that one already. That was a really bad entry. So we got that buffer for a reason, so. My gut is still kind of telling me this could be good. I mean, we've seen that we got really heavy and then went straight back up. I'm going to try to stick to what I've been doing today, which is only closing if my gut thinks it's a close on the bar close, on the candle close. I mean, the spreads are really kind of like, that's kind of what done me there, to be honest, because I've bought a little bit higher than what I'd like to have bought at. Obviously, the ideal would be just smack bang straight on the end of the close, which would have been about here. And that's nearly that candle's width, the body, until like my entry, but. So no matter what, I think I'm going to let my gut decide and continue deciding my trading, but I'm going to wait until the bar close, regardless of how big that bar is. You know. We've got 50 seconds. If we don't go above this bar, I'm gonna get out of it and go make a coffee. I mean, there's a chance that we do. It doesn't look like it, but there is a chance that we do. No, I'm out. I'm out. I'm gonna go make my coffee. What was that? 77. So it's again not too bad. So back from my coffee. Yeah, it looks like it was a good decision to get out then. Off the top of my head, I think we got out just here. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy enough to getting out of there. Just taking a little £70 loss. I say that buffer's come in very nice today so far. So 73, 77. Obviously pure luck. But it's nice that we kept them small. I mean, our smallest win, which was so small, £134. It's just under double what the losses on these two are on, you know. So I'm happy enough with that. We can see this going down now. Which makes me feel good. Nothing grabbing me yet. The sell isn't grabbing me or anything just yet. I mean, if anything, to be honest with you, my gut's still more on buys, if I'm entirely honest. But obviously with £26,000 worth of margin, $26,000 even of margin, we can't afford, you know, big drawdowns, so like buy and holds. I could have bought and held this still, but I couldn't risk, you know, that going lower down to like maybe here and in closing, me having that sort of loss compared to that loss. And what was that? Yeah, so like 1.4, obviously plus spread. So I think spread was like, it was like up here. So pretty much 3. And if I was obviously to not done that and allowed myself, I mean, our base, it was at 6, so it's double already. And say you got right down here, it's at 11. I'm happy I closed out 3. 3 points loss. I mean, obviously this trade that we had here, we didn't get too lovely on because I think we got out here maybe. Or was it here? So we got 47 points on that, which was quite nice. But obviously we were up at one point like 60s. And this other one that we took, which was here. And I think we got out here. It's only 6. You know, so like I say, my gut's wanting to get in for buys again. So we'll see how this candle closes to determine if we do. My gut is wanting to get in buy again. So we'll see how it closes and then we'll decide if we're going to buy it or not. We got, what we got? We got 20 seconds and we'll decide. If it stays up here, I'll probably buy it. If it stays up here, I feel good about buying it here. My gut feels good. Lower than here, like right kind of where we're tipping at now, not really. I'm going to get into a buy. That spread is brutal though. Obviously, like we say, we got £5,000 worth of drawdown. We had a buffer of £600, which is obviously now down to £450. So we have that buffer there before we're even at break even for the day. So we can theoretically afford to lose £450 on this trade. What are we at now? 5. So we can probably risk, you know, probably 15 down here if we wanted to. It's another really bad entry, but it might pull back up like the other one did. It's not looking like it. He says. I mean, right now I'm okay holding. My gut's okay holding right now. Sort of on and off. Less than a minute. Less than 20 seconds. I don't mind holding if it stays up here. I'll hold for another bar. Let's see. Say anything sort of lower than where it just went is sort of where I'm sort of thinking if it closes that I'm out, you know. I'm gonna put a little line on it. Sort of there. Anything lower than there, I'm kind of, you know, I'm thinking about getting out. If it closes, I've got to remind myself. That'd be my logical side saying get out since it goes below, but I can trust my gut. My gut's telling me just keep the candle closes for today. We'll see. About a minute 50. But there really just isn't any volume. On the bar replay, there was just so many days like that were moving a lot faster than this. I mean, even looking at it, you can see today compared to yesterday, and yesterday compared to today. There's just and the day before, even the day before that, arguably. You know, there's just and the day before that, there's just nothing really going on today. Got a minute. $30 seconds. Oh, it's difficult because it's right where I don't know if I want to close it just yet. I think I might. I didn't. I kind of went against my gut there. My gut told me to close that and I didn't. I think it might bite me. I think we could be losing 200 plus on this. Should have trusted my gut. I didn't. Well, 20 seconds. That's all I am going to be closing this. I should have trusted my gut. Yeah, I'm out. I'm teetering on the edge of taking a sell. I'm taking the sell. So I was sort of humming and ahhing about it for a while. It went until we sort of see that bottom get hit a little bit, then I just kind of felt like I wanted to get in on it. What we've been doing today, I'm just going to stick to what I've been doing, and we're still up. We could have been £1,000 up, of course, but we are still up. And I did say I was going to trade until 6:30, so we've got half hour to an hour left. So it seems silly to me just to not take them, and so I'll get in, and I'm just like you say, just gonna get out on bar close again if I feel like the market's changing a little bit. I mean, we haven't got a lot of volume today. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a break even or potentially even a little bit of a loss. There's not really anything going on. Would be nice to get a bit of movement somewhere, but yeah, I mean, there's not really a lot you can do with this market. I mean, an half hour I would have been here 3 hours, and probably end up where I would have been 3 hours ago. There's just not a lot going on. There's no volume. I keep on hoping on these buys and this singular sell that the volume's going to pick up out of nowhere and just sort of try to, flush itself. But less than a minute till bar close. I'd like to see it finish where it's at now, maybe a little bit lower. If I'm going to stay in the candle will be pretty much black. If the candle flips white, there's a good chance that I'm probably going to get out. So I was just really hoping for some runners today, but less than 30 seconds. But just nothing happening. I kind of got to ask the question of how long can it keep on doing nothing for? 5 seconds. That weren't really a bar, so I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it for one more bar. That wasn't really a bar. That's not a bar that one that just closed there. That's not really a bar that you can decide if you want to be in or out of. Yeah, the last 3-minute candle just doesn't show anything. That one, that doesn't show anything at all. It's pretty much just nothing. Doesn't show you if you should be in, if you should be out. It gives me nothing to go off of, so I'll hold for this bar. That spread is just brutal, man. I mean, look, it's keeping me at fucking break even, even though we're clearing a little bit. I'm just hoping for a bit of volume to come in. As soon as I see that volume start entering again, I feel like I could be out for a runner. But I mean, like, this sort of trade was lovely. I would have preferred it if we kicked and we went back up. Sort of, if we look at it yesterday, like if we got in and we held, maybe got out there, for a small profit, and then got back in and just carried, or the day before, like, it would have been nice if we got into a sell, like here, or here, and then have this sort of run off, you know, because we could be laughing if that was the case. Less than a minute. I'm gonna hover over this just in case. Guts. So, you know, I'm still leaning towards like I'm hopeful for this short, but there's just no volume, which is kind of like shaking me from wanting to be in the position. You know, having no volume there is kind of keeping me on this edge of like, is it going to go my way if it's got nothing behind it? Less than 30 seconds. Less than 10. 5, 4, 3, 2. I mean, we just held. Again, it's not really much different than the bar before. Yeah, it's gone down, but it's not giving me anything to go off. It's got like no volume to it. I don't know if it's going to go up, if it's going to go down. That's kind of like these last two bars are kind of like, yeah, they trickled down, but they're stagnated. They might as well just be completely dead flat for me, you know. It's just giving me nothing to go on. Logically, my brain says get out of this trade now because we're going to see a push back up, but my gut's just saying like, look, it's surely if we go off the last couple of days, surely we got to have a bit of volume coming at some point. You know, I mean, look at all these days. Like, surely we got to have some volume coming at some point. So it could be in our direction, it could be against us. You know, but all I keep on thinking is it's got to surely happen. We've got to have some volume. I mean, that buffer that we got earlier at the beginning of the day, the first like half hour to an hour, has done us perfect. Like I say, it's day one. Obviously, if we didn't get them first trades, we would have been down. Probably about £600 down. So it's a good thing that we had that little buffer. I mean, how much would we have been down actually? Yeah, like £500 to £600 we would have been down. I mean, we're seeing the volume starting to kick now, which is ideal. I mean, I'm going to wait till candle close. Everything in me and my fibre on body saying get out now, but we're going to wait. So that buffer's doing exactly what that buffer should have done. So I was expecting to come in today losing. I'm not a professional. I don't really know anything about what I'm up to, but so even to be at break even or above is pretty good. You know, I hear all the time about people blowing their accounts on the first day. So if I'm not one of those people on the first day, then that already for me is it's a bit of an accomplishment. No, it's a silly one, but I mean, I'm not a guy that's sitting there for hours and hours and hours and trading and doing all the. Well, I'm sitting here for hours today, but you know what I mean. I'm not one of these people that's massive, massive, massive into trading. And we got 20 seconds. If it closes here, then I'm out. I'm not risking it. Just got to hope that a bit of volume will come in. Less than 10 seconds. I'm out. Yeah, I'm not playing that game. I mean, we're down at 162. I think that's pretty much our first trade. No, it's more than our first trade. So we've had these losses, which have been pretty brutal. We had the nice 2 wins. We were sat looking flat. I mean, I say all I want is just some volume. You know, like I'm expecting to get a lot of losses in like death by 1,000 cuts in this sort of price move. I'm expecting it. But I just want somewhere. I mean, like that move looked lovely and large, but I mean, you look at the comparison to the days before, like it's nothing. I mean, it's a baby move. Maybe at the end of this bar we'll be looking for longs. Yeah, we got a 1.5 spread, which is brutal to us today. I mean, it hasn't really cost us a lot. And again, look, I'm happy I got out then. That's the one thing that I got to focus on is not the loss itself, but what the loss could have been if I didn't get out. You know, we've essentially like doubled what our loss would have been if we would be holding this now. Like I say, I'll probably trade for 20 minutes to an hour, depending. If for the next 20 minutes we go down to 100k, I'll probably just trade to half six, you know, and just go for half six and go for a smoke, go and play some games and enjoy my rest of my afternoon. If we're at loss, you never know, I might pull back. But if it gets to like I don't know 6 o'clock, and we're at a profit, I'll probably call it a day. To be honest with you, because there's not really a lot this market is offering right now. Personally, for me to be inside, you know, starting the day here to where we're at now, to even be in a profit is quite nice. I mean, everyone knows you could have made profit on that down sell. Everyone knows you could have made profit on the top. But most people probably wouldn't have made any profit, I wouldn't imagine, in here. I mean, I'm on a 3 minute time frame, so I can't imagine, you know, other than scalpers really scalping little moves off that. But then even then, like it's especially in this area here, it doesn't even look good. Probably for a 1 minute, probably still difficult to get through. I mean, my gut's definitely leaning towards buys now. I mean, we could see the start of this rally. Let's just see what this bar does. Thinking of buying. I want to get a little bit higher than that. I'm not thinking that. I was so close. We'll wait again. Well, good thing I didn't take that buy. I didn't want to be a couple of points higher. I probably would have taken it. Now, teetering again on the sell. I mean, there's got to be some volume coming in at some point. So that's all I need. I think I'll go to half six. There's only 10 minutes left until we're at 6. I think I'll go half six and just hope that the next 40 minutes we can catch some bit of volume. You know, if not, we'll end up a break even and just call it a day. But I want to just, if this bar closes where it's at now, I'm going to take a sell. There's just got to be some volume. It feels like the volume's picked up this last, up here. So there's just got to be, it can't stay comparison to even yesterday. Look at this. What What time is this saying? This is 12:48. Yeah, I mean, like, look at the moves that we had around this time yesterday. There's got to have something. Just something, less than a minute. So I don't like it now. You've got to think there's got to be some volume, you know, just coming into this market. It just can't surely just be trickling along. I mean, it's death by 1,000 cuts, but less than 20 seconds. If we close down here, I'm going to take it. Yeah, I'm going to take this. We're in. I'm hoping that that bar's going to be a sign that, yeah, we're going to have some volume finally come back in. I don't even care if it's against me at this point. Like, honestly, I don't. Don't even care if it's against me. Just want to see some volume. If it's against me, it's against me. It is what it is, you know. But I just want to see. Maybe then I'll look for a buy. But I just want to see the market do something. You know, this just trickling around, just ridiculous. I don't care if it goes above me or in my direction or what. I really don't mind. I just want to see the market move. You know, like if we look at, like say, like yesterday this time, we had this big sell-off, this big drive. Yeah, we got some muck after that, and we had another big push for the rest of the afternoon. You know, if we go on to here, we had this was the start of the big fall-off. If we go back again, we had this lovely bit, and this big fall-off, and this big rise. Like, there's just been nothing this afternoon at all. Nothing at all. Like I say, I don't mind if this goes in my direction or not in my direction. I just want to be in where, you know, the volume's kicking. And hope that we get, like, some form of run. Like I say, I was expecting to end today negative. I'd like to have, obviously, end the day positive, but I'm just happy to see now that we got volume coming in. You know, I really don't like all this sort of, like, this little bit movement. It's not very nice. Whereas this feels nice. Even if it comes against me, it feels nice. This is sort of what I think I want to be in more often. Maybe there's a way to find it. Maybe that's something I'll have to do. Maybe another night is just look to see if there is a way to find when these bits happen instead of this. We're sort of going for the same move that we had here. This big ball, sort of like, oh, you're buying high, and then we got just pushed. Or we bought here. I can't remember where we bought. I think we bought here. You know, and then we had the other one we sold here, like this selling low, buying that high. At the moment, I'm happy enough. I mean, we've got 15 seconds on the bar, so we'll see how this bar ends up. I'm happy. My gut's telling me to hold. You know, especially now that volume's coming in, like, this could go, in my mind, either way. But as long as volume's in play, like, it gives me a chance to, yeah, I'm going to hold. It gives me a chance to really, like, you know, decide. You know, it's not like, oh, what, this sort of trade for me feels completely different to the trades I took up here. Like, completely different, and not in a negative way. It feels better down here. Even if it goes against me, it feels better. It feels like I've got more room if it goes against me to make it back. And if it's down here, it makes me feel like I've got more room for it to go somewhere. Whereas up here, it felt like if I was going to make profit, I was going to make small profit. And if I wasn't going to make profit, I was going to lose small, and then it was going to happen again and again and again. And that is essentially what happened. We lost, then the loss got a little bit big there, and then lost again. So, like, some small losses, but it just kept on happening because it was like death by 1,000 cuts. Whereas I'm hoping now this would be where a little bit of volume just comes in. I mean, anything, even 10%, well, 30% of what happened yesterday or the day before, like 10% of what happened the day before would be nice, that level of volume. Also, my logical brain saying get out, that the volume isn't pushing lower anymore, and we're going to probably see high, but my gut's telling me, look, we're going down. You got into a sell to go down. What you've been waiting for, the volume is going down. Hold and let's just see. Obviously, though, that what comes with more volume is larger losses, but like I said, like, I don't mind being negative today. It's the first day on this account. I don't know anything, so I don't mind it being, you know, a negative day. But what I don't want to do, you know, if I lost on trades like this where they're big moves and then all of a sudden it goes against me, like I'd feel 10 times better at the end of the day losing like this than I would losing up here. You know, like I'd rather lose a load of money on 2 or 3 big trades that go against me rather than 5 or 10 little ass trades that go against me. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. I think I might hold this bar. I think I'm going to hold for another 3 minutes. See. Yeah, I'm going to hold. Let's just see what this next 3 minutes wants to do. I'd like to see another move like this happen now. Like what we had here. We had that big buy and then we had another big buy after. Or here, we had that big sell, we had another big sell after. I'd like to see that big sell, another big sell after. So I'd like to down here, that'd be nice. Just going to hold for now. So this is what I was talking about a minute ago. We could easily see a big loss come in. I mean, I'm going to hold till bar close. Like I said, I don't mind. I thought I was going to leave negative today anyway, but I don't mind losing on a trade like this. We're definitely going to go till half past though. Less than a minute. We're going to close on bar close. Because this could keep on pushing up higher and cost me more money. It could pull all the way back down. But I did think that we were probably going to lose this trade. So it went from £600 up now to 200-300 down. But now the volume's kicking in, I'm hoping that if this gives us a long or another short, that the volume will flush, you know, and we can get maybe, I don't know, £600 and be up to £300-400. 10 seconds. So we're out. It's unfortunate. That loss was pretty much the same size. It's a bit of a loss streak, but listen, I don't know what I'm doing. So we're down £237, which really isn't that bad. I'm not that fussed by being down £200, £250 on a £100,000 account. I'm just hoping that this volume now kicks and we get some move, you know. Not sure what's going on. It's a holiday. I guess it's fine. Put my UTC4. I don't know why it's still showing UTC4 for. I'm gonna guess it's closed. Yeah, they're closed. Because of Labour Day. It's observe on Monday, which is today. Labour Day. Oh shit, oh no, it's Thursday next. Well, that was bad timing by me. All I can say is happy I got out then and didn't hold the trade position open. That would have been tears. Well, I guess that's me done for the day then. Can't buy nor sell. So, yeah. Let's end.